Hello, Gaz Williams here, and just a quick video. I just wanted to get this video whilst the idea was still in my mind. I've just been listening to John Coltrane, I Love Supreme, which, as I'm sure many of you know, is a classic jazz album. It's incredible, but I think the reason why it inspired me, and it inspired me in a way because I was listening to it. In fact, I was in a conversation with a great friend, and like listening to the music, the thing that struck me about it was how the four musicians in the classic quartet there, from the beginning of the album to the very end, every single note that they played was played with, absolute intent, and like there's a bass solo at one point, and I was really aware, even when the bass solo was going on, that the other three musicians were listening with the same intent as when they were actually playing, so when they kind of come in after the end of the bass solo, that intent is there because they never stopped it. Even though they weren't actually playing, they were still there with it. And it just made me really kind of realise that is the real great secret to truly transcendental music, is that intention. And I think with the kind of all the different levels of electronic music and the process, in order for that intent to survive through all of that process, I think is really quite tricky. And I think that's why, the really great musicians are the ones who can kind of steer that intent. So the same thing happens with Love Supreme. That intention at the beginning remains right until the very end of the music. And that's when music is truly transcendental and brilliant. So that's my tip, the intent, be absolutely intent, whether you're performing or recording music. Make sure that nothing makes you deviate from that, that direction. Anyway, Gaz Williams, little message, just a little message, whatever it's called. But I wanted to catch it whilst it was on my mind. Catch you next. Catch you next time.